You are probably going to be a very successful podcast, but you're going to go through life thinking that listeners don't like you because you're a nerd. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that won't be true. It'll be because you're an a-hole podcast.
So listeners was a change of word as well there.
There were a couple.
Okay. Listener and podcast.
I added a podcast at the very end as well.
It's the nerd bit I'm going with, because that is real. So that
is real.
So when you're going with it, Dom, where are you going with it?
Oh no, then I'm thinking of a film. I'm thinking, is it like not Social Network? Was it?
Is it?
Did you get it?
It is Rooney Mara's character, Erica Albright, in The Social Network.
There we go.
Dominic.
Nice.
I know. I don't know where that came from either.
That's twice in a row you've done that.
I have.
I go obscure and you get it.
Yeah,
that is so you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how you work.
Okay, well,
that's quite helpful. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you would be. As you say, 2 in a row.
I know.
So I thought we'd start with a couple of interactions.
Okay.
Now, as I am in control of the social networks, the social medias, you might not know some of these, but I just wanted to say thank you to a couple of people. First of all was Dubai Jim. He messaged us on Instagram saying, currently listening to Top 5 Films That Extra 11 on the A2 in Portugal.
Oh, right.
Because we said would send a photo but won't let me DM that.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what he was trying to send.
Well,
it sounds like
Portugal.
But
wow.
Maybe it was too revealing.
What, and that's why it wouldn't let him send it?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a social network guru.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Second of all, I don't know if you saw, but everyone's favourite Wolverine posted us on his his stories on Instagram this week. That's Luke J. Bennett.
I think literally everyone's favourite alternate Wolverine.
Alternate. I like that.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it, so I can't comment.
No, but he was commenting on Matthew's quote about you don't need to see his face because you recognise his body.
His stature. Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, I think only just that we mentioned that we've got our first, what I would call official blue tick follower.
Oh, we do. Yep.
Nice. Yep.
Olympic gold medalist, Bryony Page.
Hi, Bryony.
Hi, Bryony.
Hi, Bryony.
Thank you very much for listening.
I think she's listening. She's a bit far behind, so she might only catch up with this.
Well, Dubai Jim was on extra 11, so
he's got a few.
Competition.
So Dubai, as in the place, Dubai Jim.
I would assume so. I'm not entirely sure.
In Portugal. So is that like a double UAE listener? And Portugal.
I don't believe he's still in Dubai. I feel like he might have started it when he was in Dubai.
Okay. Or he could have been from Dubai on holiday in Portugal.
Or he might be saying, bye, Jim.
Is that how his social media name is?
No, it's
Dubai John.
Dubai Jim, yeah. Anyway,
Jim, sorry.
I'm glad that I mentioned that we've got a gold-winning medalist, and you've all spun it back to why Dubai Jim name is Dubai Jim.
Yeah, well done.
I'd like to know.
Well done on the gold medal.
Bryony, when you listen to this, can you just let us know by posting it on your Insta? Yeah. Thank you very much. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much most weeks.
Not much.
No.
Okay, so straight into the icebreaker.
Yep.
Matthew came up with favourite cinema you've ever been to or go to.
Mm-hmm.
I get from that Matthew's favourite cinema is his current one.
I have a couple of current ones, but yes, they are my favourite. But I couldn't think. Well, I have two within like half a mile of each other. So I have both the Curzons in Canterbury, which I do very much like going to.
Because?
Yeah, I was about to say why. Yeah.
Right, so there's a new one. So there's Curzon Riverside, which...
Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Has huge seats that lean back, loads of space, table service.
What do you mean by table service?
So when you sit down, you have a table. Everyone has a little table to the side of them, either side.
Do you have to share them, though?
Well, there's one either side. So
yes,
everyone gets at least
everyone
one.
shares.
Okay, sounds like the Odeon still. But
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But so you go in and sit down. They're doing it in a lot more places, but you go in and sit down and someone comes up and asks, would you like anything? So then sometimes I have
not during the film?
Before it starts. Before the trailer starts.
It's not during it, so you can't order some food.
No, see, I'm with you, Dom. I would rather, and I'd quite happily, although you're not allowed to get your phone out or I'm not meant to.
Not into, no.
I would quite happily press the button like you do at bowling and be like, "Excuse me, can you just refill my Pepsi Max Cherry?"
At bowling. Yeah,
they've got
far too classy for.
They come in like in the old school films with their flashlights all the way to your chair and go, "How can I help you?" And you say, "Yeah, I just like this. And can you give me some random picker mix to the value of £2.43?"
Please,
I've already paid for it. I've already paid for it.
They don't just do the flashlight. Excuse me, sir. Can you turn your phone off, please?
Okay. Anyway, that's a great idea, Dom. I think you and I, we've got to get this sorted.
During would be good.
You sometimes you're just like, I could do with a bit.
Can I have a Frankie and Benny's from downstairs, please? Can you
no. You've
full
basically
restaurant.
He's basically Ubering to his chair.
Why not?
Yeah, Domino's.
I'm pretty sure there's some sort of issues with that, but yeah.
I don't know.
To be fair, the Odeon, they've got a link with Pizza Express, so maybe that works for them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Excuse me, I'd like I wish I went to Pizza Express enough to know a pizza name.
American.
You're going to say Margarita.
American.
Yeah, I do.
American hot.
Matthew, you're so
Sloppy Giuseppe. You got all these.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, someone goes regularly.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so that's that Curzon.
Yeah. What about yours?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to tell us about the other one. That wasn't
the other Curzon.
Riverside.
It was just normal.
Westgate Curzon, which is like a big library as you walk in. It's nice. Same sort of deal.
Library.
Exactly the same deal. So like table service in there as well.
So if you have to pick one.
Riverside.
Because?
Bigger seats, bigger space, very spacious. Oh,
they serve booze?
Yeah.
They do?
Oh yeah, quite often.
I was just thinking, do they serve
most places sell booze these days. That's pretty outdated.
Yeah.
I didn't realise.
I had a nice Curious Brew pint while I'm watching the trailers.
Well, there you go.
It's lovely. It's very civilised.
Is it?
Yeah, you go like I do though when no one else does.
That's true. That's what I like.
I love that.
Cinema to yourself, amazing.
We had 4 people in Wolverine.
That is good.
Yeah. One person behind me, 2 people to the left of me. Don't want to talk to you. Thank you.
All on
much.
the same row?
No.
Yeah,
Miles apart from
I'd love the idea. They're literally all sat in
we
row
were Cinema 1, which is obviously the biggest one.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All sat together in a clump.
Right at the front.
We've all booked the That's a weird thing, right? I would never pick middle centre.
What, to sit on yourself?
Like you pick your seat. I'm never picking middle centre.
Oh, you're always going to get people around you mean?
Aisle. I'm an aisle seat person.
Okay.
So you don't, with the Odeon though, you don't need that because they've got such big kind of, what's the word?
Seats?
Alleyways.
Gangways.
Yeah, just like,
Walkways.
aisles. There we go, that's the word.
But if you got up during the film because you need the toilet, would you have to brush past a couple of legs?
No, because they all come. They're so far. They're about two meters ahead.
That is the thing about the Curzons that I do like. There's absolutely no chance of tripping up or falling over anyone or having to get them to move. It's nice. What about yours then?
That's it? Dom's done.
Well, no, as in like I don't really go to many different cinemas. I've been to 2 probably.
No international cinemas.
No.
Matt and I have been to one in Poland together.
Yeah. And
that was all right actually because we went to see
Age of Adeline,
but they subtitled in Polish.
They did.
So we were allowed to I kept reading the subtitle, trying to read them. Though.
You always do.
Jeremy's convinced he can speak Polish now.
I was trying to work out like one word at a time.
You worked out Adeline.
No, shut up.
Right, I'm a big fan of the Odeon, and ever since I got the recliners and everything, it's very much your own space.
So not the 4X, whatever it was called.
4DX. No, I didn't really enjoy it. It's like a roller coaster.
Okay.
It's not. You don't really enjoy it.
Okay,
it's not experience it. You experience it. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think they're all much for muchness these days. I do still have memories of the Granada or the ABC in Maidstone, but for all the wrong reasons because it was not high quality.
Red seats. That was it.
But I also wanted honourable mention almost. It's not a cinema, but it is a pub that is in a cinema. If people don't know that we're from Kent. Now, I don't know if either of you have been to it, but in Whitstable, the Wetherspoons is called the Peter Cushing.
Yeah.
And it is based in an old cinema. And so you walk into like the foyer and that's where you have your drinks and your food.
Is there a cinema in there?
No.
Okay, it's just used to be like a cinema.
Yeah, and there's Peter Cushing's photos and all these things around. And it's just, if you haven't been there and you're ever around Whitstable, it's just quite impressive for a Wetherspoons that they haven't tried to suck the life out of the place and make it as horrible. They
time.
tried to keep it's high ceilings. It's you can go to like the bars. What would have been the
boxes?
No, the till, or where you would have got your
Right, okay.
food and drinks from. Yeah.
I think don't they have this in one like that in Tunbridge Wells as well, right? Wetherspoons. I don't know if it's a cinema actually saying that. It's probably a theatre.
I think you're right.
Yeah. There's one in Tunbridge Wells which is fairly similar.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah.
But there you go. If you're in Whitstable, check it out.
Good.
Right. So, how did we randomly pick this podcast number 23, number 75?
Oh, good question. I've forgotten how I did it.
I feel like we did
I know.
two
I remember.
parts.
As you remembered.
I remember it was we named a place, and it was the coordinates.
Oh, that's
the
right.
last two coordinates of its position on the planet.
Cool.
And I think it was Swaffham.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember.
Isn't it amazing that we forget?
Yeah,
I know.
it means so much.
So it was top 5 films that features the President of the United States.
Yep.
So as always, we have this little blurb at the beginning, but are you going to give away too much if you talk about this?
No, I don't think so.
I found it quite interesting. What I did realise is I don't watch many historical pieces.
Yes.
Like I don't watch a lot of the presidents I've seen is perhaps not factually correct presidents.
None of mine are like biographical.
Mine were a mix. So some are fictional presidents and some are real.
Good. Got that
presidents.
question out.
I
Dominic?
think mine are all fictional.
Okay.
I found it quite difficult because I don't think I've seen, like, when I started thinking about it, going obscure, just seeing like the word featured. That's what I've gone based on.
Yep.
So who's got the shortest feature, do they reckon? For those people who aren't in the room, that people are currently scrolling on their laptops.
I've got some films where the president is a main character and others where he is completely not a main character.
Agreed.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did you rank them then? Because we're all sort of agreeing.
Film. I just did it based on the film.
Memorable president.
So it's about the president, not the film. So you haven't picked the films that you like the most. You picked the president that is most memorable, Matthew. That was your words.
I went with that. So they go hand in hand a bit. So, but mostly it was actually, do I remember the president in this film? Do I remember what he did in the film? And then it went to, do I like the film?
Dominic?
I kind of did the opposite. I think I did it based on there was a president in it, but what film did I like the most?
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to lie because my number 2 I think throws a spanner in the works. Otherwise, I would probably say they were in very similar to Matthew. They have featured more and I remembered it more.
Yeah.
But
I had to be quite. It was very much President of the United States. I had to read that again because there are other presidents.
There are other presidents.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
And I had to get a bit more.
This is where I need my piece of paper
I
and
had to
pen.
take some out because,
Oh, okay.
they weren't technically the President of the United States.
So just like president of a company.
No.
President of
They're president of
space.
something, but yeah.
Right,
not-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I feel like it's not my turn to start, so
I can start this week if you want.
Why not? Go for it, yeah.
let's go for it.
You're number 5, Math.
Okay, so my number 5 is a 2016 movie.
2016.
Mm-hmm. It's a 15. It's 1 hour, 40 minutes. And it's 6.6 rating on IMDb.
Okay.
I am going to admit early, I have only watched this movie once.
But you like it?
I did enjoy it.
Did.
I did enjoy it. It's good
Okay.
because I watched it in the past. I watched it at the cinema. So I remember going to the cinema to watch it. Right.
Do you want to tell us about the president or the
The
film?
president is a real president.
So it's an actual president, or it's somebody playing a president?
The genre is biography drama, which is not the kind of movie I'd normally go for.
Can I guess? Is this a very method actor? No, that wouldn't be at 1 hour 40 something.
No, that'd be longer. I'm thinking if it's like
Yeah,
The
Daniel
film.
Day-Lewis or something.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, the film is not about the president.
Okay.
The film is about a point in history, and the president is key to that point in history, but the film is not about the president. The president just features.
Would it give it away telling us who played that president?
No, and I don't know.
You haven't even put the actor who played the president.
Do you know what? Really irritatingly, it's the only one of my list of 4 that I didn't write down.
Well, that's because it's not a very big part then, right?
I'm going to have to give you more. So there's a tagline. I'll give you a tagline.
Yeah,
tagline. I want them to see what they have done to Jack. That's the tagline to this movie.
Jack. So I meant to know who Jack is.
Mm-hmm. There is an additional genre, which interestingly, when I looked this up, so there's some key genres, and then elsewhere on there is a sort of additional genres, and tragedy was the additional genre.
Someone dies.
They do.
So is it set in the courts?
Jack dies. Yes, it's not set in the courts,
but it's based on a true story.
It is based on a true story. Absolutely. The film is a one-person name. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll tell you who it stars. It's got Peter Sarsgaard in it. It's got Greta Gerwig, John Hurt, Richard E. Grant, Billy Cudrup, and the main character is played by Natalie Portman.
Is it? Oh, I can see the front of the poster, and Natalie Portman's wearing red all over.
She is.
Is it Judy?
No. Nearly. Very close.
It's her name.
I don't know it.
It's Jackie.
Jackie, that's it. I knew it began with a Jackie.
So it's the storyline of literally I think the start is her and JFK getting in the car from the airport to drive through, I want to say Dallas, Texas. Yes.
John Jack.
Yeah.
Clever.
So it's about the aftermath of the assassination.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Natalie Portman is in every single scene in this movie. There are no scenes where she's not there, and she's not. And for every single scene, she's always front and center. Like, she's really close to the camera. And it's the reason I've only watched it once is it's quite a difficult watch because it's all about grief in the public eye and how.
But with close shots, you'd think like anxiety and.
You just see her trying to put on this mask when she's being interviewed or when there are other people around, because she's got to be there. She's there. There are 2 presidents in it, because also Lyndon B. Johnson is in the film because he has to be there as well.
Step up, yeah.
Okay.
And it's just about how she copes with the funeral, the public funeral, how she copes with dealing with her kids at the time, and so it was a film that
how truthful do we think this is, or do we think it's a dramatisation?
So the whole thing is based on an interview. So Billy Cudrup is the interviewer who is interviewing Jackie, now Jackie,
so
Jackie Onassis, and talking about that point in history. So it's sort of flashbacks, but always her flashbacks.
Oh, okay. So it's an interview with flashbacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I mean, there's there's a scene where she's in the shower, just washing off the blood. That is just horrific because, taking off blood-stained clothes and stuff, and it's just it's very very intense.
Okay.
So yes,
well, that's
it's a happy start.
I was going to say that's raised us up generally there, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's my number 5, Jackie.
Dominic, do you think you can pick us up off the floor?
I'm hoping so. Mine's definitely not.
No, is it not that sad? No.
Number 5 for you, Dom.
I'm just going to go. Yeah. Okay. So 2008. PG-13 is what it's the rating. 1 hour 30 and 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Okay.
I don't know what I've been doing on IMDb, but there's a lot of different genre categories.
It depends which
platform
you're going on.
Yeah.
Are you using your browser on your computer?
Yes.
Yeah, then it tends to spike up more.
Yeah, but so this is I'm just going to go with the ones on the action, crime, drama, thriller. As
classic, Dom.
As always, yeah.
What year was it again?
2008, sorry.
2008, okay.
Good. William Hurt plays the president in this film. It's not...
William Hurt?
Correct.
Who's William Hurt? Why am I remembering him? It's not... I'm sorry, I was thinking of John Hurt for a second then.
No, I think I was too.
I'm trying to think of what else.
William Hurt, usually bald with longer hair.
No,
I mean he's an actor.
Yeah. I'll tell you some other roles because it's like got a lot of people in really. Or do you want a tagline first?
Yeah,
Matthew loves the tagline.
Always go with the tagline.
8 strangers, 8 points of view.
Oh, I know.
1 truth.
Okay, I know exactly what it is now.
Go on then.
Shouldn't have done it.
Vantage point.
Correct. It is. Dennis Quaid, Forrest Whitaker, Matthew Fox, Edgar Ramirez, Zoe Saldana. There's loads. It's
I don't know
really
if I've
fun.
seen this one. It sounds like I should have.
It's not. I don't know.
would have seen it once.
I've seen it once.
But it's different viewpoints, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
so
the same storyline 8 times.
Essentially, it's like a
You learn
whodunit
bit
film.
more each time.
It's a whodunit. So it starts off with the president being assassinated, being shot.
So happy then.
Yeah, he gets shot, and then, yeah, essentially he falls. The president falls, and then there's another explosion like far away, and then there's another big explosion in the center of Spain. It's all based in Spain.
Is the president about to do a talk?
He's going to do a talk. Yeah, he's
Right.
meeting with all the
See,
leaders
that
in
rings a
Spain.
bell.
But it's like so there's different people. I've got a list of actually it was just so a mother and a child, an American tourist, Secret Service agent who's just returned from medical leave, so he's all fidgety and stuff like that. That's Dennis Quaid's character. You've got Sigourney Weaver who's behind the camera, so she can she can rewind and see everything. But
Producer.
she's the producer,
Right.
yeah. And then you've got a plainclothed cop. And they all interlink, and you find out how they all link, and essentially it's putting all the pieces of the picture together to find out who's killed the president. And this isn't a spoiler, but it isn't even the president.
How is that not a
double.
spoiler?
It's not, because you found out within the first 20 minutes,
Okay, I'll give you that then. Fine. Just.
and that's part of the story, is the fact that he's not
Still
there.
think that's pretty big
It's
spoiler.
not,
To be honest
because in the
with you-
trailer, if you watch the trailer for the 1 minute trailer,
Is
you
he in
find
there?
out.
Okay,
I have to be honest,
So I'm
that
not
does make me want
spoiling
to
it.
watch it a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not him, but then
That's
obviously
fine.
that's when it leads
What
to
year was this?
2008.
Yeah. I think I have seen
I
it.
remember going to the cinema to see it.
I have
Can
seen
I
it.
say there is a list of films I've got written down in my honourable mentions of films that I've definitely seen that feature
But
a
you can't
president,
remember?
but I can't remember them.
And that's why they can't feature.
Yeah, I think-
surely. Yeah.
Well, that's why they're not on my list.
That's what
Well,
I mean.
hang on a minute. You just said he wasn't the president. So does that mean he doesn't
No, but
feature?
No,
the real
the
president
real
still
president.
features.
Yeah, he's still the president of the United
Okay.
States, but
So someone else.
the
Okay.
assassination is
Oh,
is
you
a
were looking
double.
for technicalities
I was looking
there,
for a
Matthew.
loophole.
No, it's definitely the president of the United States is
Okay.
in it. Yes,
Nice.
and
Do
that
you
is
know,
my number 5.
I saw that within the last couple of weeks, and I think
Did you?
no, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen
Oh,
it
I
on a
see.
platform somewhere. And I thought, I need to rewatch that because I can't
Okay.
quite
It's
remember
got
it.
quite high cast.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Nice, Jeremy. Must
So,
be
Jem,
your
You're
number 5 then.
He's smiling
Right, well,
already.
I'm going to lift
He
this
is.
up off
Okay.
the. Well, Matthew was,
Comedy.
yeah, well, no. Before I just go out and blurt the name of the film,
Yep.
this is my biggest use of the word feature, as in it is
Oh,
a
God.
very small bit,
Small.
but
Brief.
I did remember it.
Right. Well, that's
As in, like, it came when I thought of presidents. I thought, I'm pretty sure there's this scene in this film,
okay.
but it is quite an obscure film.
Okay.
So I don't know if either of you have seen it. And
Bodes well.
I've got one named actor
Okay.
and the person who plays
The president.
the president.
Do you have the president's name?
I've got lots of information for you to
Right.
gather.
What,
from it,
there's
don't
only
worry.
2 actors in the film.
No. There's loads, but
Oh,
no
okay.
one of note.
2 you've heard of.
Yeah,
Okay, go on, year. and
which
all
is
that
why
then.
it's quite an obscure film. Right, we are 2005. We are PG. We are 2 hours on the dot. This was a 7.4.
Well, that's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
For a film we might not have heard of.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we might have heard of it, but not seen it.
True.
Biography, drama, sport.
Here we go. Okay.
Biography, drama, sport. Okay.
I'd like to know when the president appears. What scene it is. Or is that
So-
going to give it away?
What year? 19?
2005.
Oh, it's 2005. Right.
2005. So the president appears when somebody is about to take a sporting action, so that I don't give it all away straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives the player a sort of hello, a salute, and this then throws this person off this shot, but the guy doesn't really care.
Off his shot.
Oh yeah,
Golf.
This guy doesn't really
Could have been
care.
basketball.
Oh, yeah.
This guy doesn't care because he basically is just boasting about it to his family that the president has basically acknowledged him.
So is it golf?
It is golf.
All right. Tin Cup.
I think that's all I've got here.
No, I could name a couple of people.
Legend of Bag of Ants.
No, but you're closer.
Shia LaBeouf is in one. With golf.
Correct.
Is it that film?
He plays Francis Ouimet.
Oh, it's about him.
Now, here's the funny thing.
'Cause he
The
was
president I had never even heard of.
What? So is it set in the past?
Yes, a long time
Yeah.
before.
So this was the 27th president of the United States.
Right, you're going to test me here.
I wondered whether Matthew would go
Oh, of
away.
course
Matthew
he
loves his lists. I wonder whether he'd go away and learn his presidents in order.
So I'm going to let him think.
And it's one you've not heard of?
No.
Okay.
Now, the film is actually inaccurate.
He's a caddy, isn't he?
No, Shia LaBeouf's the amateur that plays. He's the local.
I thought that's how he got into the professional, being a caddy.
He's not a professional. I think it's the first amateur to win the US Open, or the equivalent of. But he plays an Englishman who's like up and coming and so on and so on. But the film's inadequate because they mention it's the president who would have been there, but apparently he would have been out of office by then.
Okay, time-wise.
So it doesn't quite work, but...
I'm trying to think of the 27th now. So I do know my list of presidents, but I don't know the order.
So what, first name? Will that help?
Milhouse.
No. It's your middle name.
It was William McKinley.
No.
William Taft.
William Howard Taft.
No, not heard of it.
Played by Walter Massey.
Of course.
Yeah, but there you go.
Taft. I've seen that quite a lot of that on my social media recently.
What, that film?
Yeah, weirdly.
Well, what must happen, Dominic, is I search it links with you, and it goes, hey, maybe you'll like this because your brother's looking at it.
What a vantage point. Just happened to me.
Yeah, see?
There we go.
This is weird. Computers are taking
But anyway,
over.
it's a film about, he's a local...
Sorry,
kid.
I've just realised I've completely missed the name of the film because I'm sat there trying to go through my list of presidents.
I have not given it yet. The greatest game ever played.
Right, thank you.
Gotcha.
So they play... basically, it's I think it's 1900 US Open champion. I think they're in 1913, and it's at the US Open. And he's 20, and he's like just the local.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he's like the local good guy. He gets on to play, and he ends up playing very well. And it's the sort of rich versus rags, story about he shouldn't play, should he play? And
he's not allowed to because he's not classy enough to play, kind of thing.
No, and he's got a caddy who's about 7.
Right.
But it's based on a true story, and if you look at it afterwards, which I've done after watching the film a couple of times, it shows you pictures of this kid that was his caddy.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous.
What made you watch it? Where was it?
Yeah.
That kind of brought it to you.
Well, I think it's just sporting documentaries, but
It's just on his
I feel like it's a
previous
Disney
list.
or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you go through that phase of
How
watching.
old is Shia LaBeouf then? If it's Disney, did he
2005.
Is it from Even Stevens' time?
It must be.
I reckon it's
Nickelodeon.
just after.
Right.
I reckon he's done Holes, and now he's going on to this.
Okay.
Even Stevens. Oh, what? That was great. Go on, yeah.
Right, number 4, Matthew.
Oh, my number 4.
Straight
right.
on, go.
Right, my number 4. 2004.
Oh,
We're all scrolling.
Oh, I've
No,
got
I'm good.
2004.
12A.
Oh,
Get out, as if.
Well, these are the next two we'll give it. 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Yep, you're going to have to pause. That's my number 2.
That is ridiculous. There aren't them. They can't. You can't have picked the same.
Okay, I'll ask you one question. How many presidents?
Oh, see, I don't know that.
What's the rating?
6.5. Yeah,
There you go.
same one. I was about to say.
So
I
Matthew
think there's
doesn't know
2.
his facts.
I think there's about 2.
There are
but
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 2, Matthew. So you're going to have to pause on that.
Okay. Dom's turn.
That's your number 2, and that's your number 4.
That's not the most obscure difference, is it?
I'm just saying. Like, it's weird that you've got one the same.
We quite often pick
I know.
similar.
You do.
You're
You
just
really
so
do.
Far too
random.
regular.
I'm not. No, I'm not. But anyway,
Try and look for loopholes.
I'm
Go on.
just going to shout the name out as well. But 2009, PG, 1 hour 34, 6.4 out of 10.
It's funny because I almost have to ask you to always do that again because I'm scrolling to make
Yes.
sure I haven't got it. But 2009,
PG,
yep, got it.
1 hour 34, 6.4 out of 10.
Okay, keep going.
You want to tell me about the film or the president?
I'll tell you the genre if you want. That probably help.
Oh,
Yeah,
go for it.
Help you out. This is the one where I've literally got 13 genres, so I'm going to take a few that I've obviously got.
So he's looking at the early genres. I think, are the genres black on the web?
No. What they've done is they've expanded genres to be more.
Let me give you all of them.
But if you look at the very last few, they tend to be
they're
the
bigger
more
ones.
specific
Yeah,
ones.
they are.
Right, okay.
So I'll give you them all.
Yep.
Alien invasion, computer animation, kaiju, urban adventure, action, adventure, animation, comedy, family, fantasy. All those.
I know. I know.
You know straight away.
I know. Adam Sandler.
No,
Oh.
What's kaiju?
I don't know. Who's there though?
The word rings a bell, and I'm sitting there going, "What does that mean?" Okay,
I was certain there.
I'll give you some.
What year again?
2009.
2009.
Oh, that
so
would fit about then.
Stephen Colbert is the voice of the president.
Oh, I forgot we're in animation. Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's a talk show host.
Hmm?
Stephen Colbert's talk show host.
yeah, not in this though, obviously.
No?
That's separate. Yeah. He plays a comedy president who clearly has no idea what he's doing. But anyway, the concept of the film is a meteorite strikes the main character, Susan Murphy, on her wedding day, giving her great strength and size.
This is an animation.
She then becomes part of a US government-funded alien killing team.
Sorry,
I've kind
I
of
have not
paraphrased that bit.
got a clue.
So it's Reese Witherspoon, Rainn
What?
Wilson, Stephen Colbert as president, Seth Rogen, Hugh Laurie, Will Arnett, Kiefer Sutherland, Paul Rudd, Ed Helms, Amy Poehler, Renée Zellweger,
Not a
John
Lego.
Krasinski.
Is it a Lego?
Best cast ever. No, I thought that to
No.
begin with, but it's
Too
not the
late.
right names.
So it's too early. The 2009 is too early, surely.
A few taglines.
Well, these aren't going to help. Go on.
Well, maybe they will.
When aliens attack, these guys got your back.
Is it
And
Monsters versus Aliens?
It is Monsters versus
Oh,
Aliens.
man.
I've not seen it.
What? No way.
I think I...
I've seen
I
it
can't
far
remember
too many
it.
times, I think.
Is that the big blob one?
That's with Bob, who's...
I know, I did say blob, but
Oh, okay, so sorry. No, so there's
like a
different
jelly
versions.
character.
Yeah, that's Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bob the blob. Got
Bob
it.
the
Is he a
Blob, yeah.
monster or
It's
an
That's Seth Rogen.
He's a
voice.
monster.
They're all... Yeah, so she gets hit by a meteorite that's got some sort of like substance in it.
Matthew's face is
And he
killer.
turns into... Oh, you've got to see it. It's really good. It's good for... It's a family film. I think I've watched it many times. But the president is memorable in this one because he's an absolute idiot. To put
Dingus.
it nicely.
But is he a president monster?
No, he's a human. He's president of the United States, and he runs this alien team. Have you checked? Yeah.
So they
So there are aliens on Earth.
and they get a
So
team
they-
together to fight the monsters.
So there are different aliens that come to Earth, and she's part of the monsters.
Can I just check the
What
aliens
aliens,
that
sorry?
come to Earth? Is that just like generally accepted? What happens in
no?
this
So
universe?
Rainn Wilson is it's called Galaxar, and he's the main alien leader.
Right.
But they pretty much come to Earth.
Yeah, but hold on. Then monsters are generally accepted.
No, they're not. They're
Where
not.
are the-
That's why they're put to.
Where do the monsters come from?
So why are they fighting for us?
Because they're the only ones that can defeat the aliens. But
Sounds
they're
a bit
completely.
But we've been
safe.
outcasting them.
Yeah, so she grows into a she goes massive and really strong, but they just pretty much get rid of her and
So
put her
hang
into
on, so
this safe
and
safe
she's
place.
a monster.
Yeah, because she's about 60 foot tall and
Is it
super
very
strength.
easy to distinguish who's a monster and who's an alien?
Yes,
Okay.
Are aliens all green?
I think he's purple,
Oh.
but he's like a mastermind type thing.
Like it matters.
But yeah,
No, the
please
monsters
do
are
watch it
purple.
because it's a funny film. It's a funny film, and the
Okay,
president is an
noted.
absolute
All right, I'll have a go.
moron. But,
What age range can watch it? Like how
It's-
low do the jokes go, or are we like PG?
It is a PG, but I'd say you could probably younger kids can watch it as well. I don't think they get. It's not. It's more that there's fighting. I think is probably what comes out.
Okay.
That's not you. But
Okay. All right.
yeah.
I would not have got that
In
one. I've not
in
seen
one
it.
scene, he plays the Beverly Hills Cop theme tune to the alien that's landed on Earth.
Yeah.
On
Any
the
reason?
keyboard.
Any reason why?
Is
He
that to
thinks he's
do
cool.
with the crazy frog?
Yeah.
Ming, ming.
But yeah, anyway. Please watch it. If you haven't watched it, and I can't. I've read about it. It's got big
Dominic's
cast.
recommendations.
Seriously, for kids, for the whole
kids
family.
film.
For the whole
For the
family.
whole
Okay.
family.
I'm going to watch it this weekend, just so you know now.
Please
Oh
do.
wow!
I'm going to
Please do.
try and watch it this weekend.
Bet you don't.
Hugh Laurie's a
Probably
cockroach.
not. Right.
Will Arnett is the missing link.
God, where was this in the biggest cast or
Yeah.
ensemble?
I didn't even think about it. I know, insane. But
That's
yeah.
like everybody in comedy there.
Paul Rudd's Derek.
Are they all
her
like?
love interest?
Are they all like tiny parts?
No, they're all main parts.
You can't have that many main parts.
You can. They're all part of the same crew.
They're all different teams. You got the aliens and you got the monsters.
And then Kiefer Sutherland is the
Bad monster.
he's the government. He runs the
agent.
actual.
Does he
yeah.
sound like does he sound like an army official?
Yes, he is
Yeah,
an army
okay.
official in this. Yes.
Okay.
There you go. But yeah, that's my number 4.
Okay, Jeremy, you're number 4.
Wow. 1996. Get scrolling, guys.
I've got a 1996.
I've got a 1996 as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one that appears on multiple people's. 12.
Yep.
Yeah, PG-13. Oh, yeah.
2 hours 25.
No,
Yeah.
mine is not.
Ooh, I think we 7 out of 10.
Yeah. So,
Where-
Dom, what number is this for you?
It's my 1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, blimey, I have to wait.
So I'm going to have to wait to talk about all my films at the moment.
Yeah, good. Okay, 1996. Right.
So what number are you on?
I've
three.
lost because
You're on 3.
we've
I've
forgotten
got a
to do
match
things.
with both of you now. This
You
is
have.
good.
You're on 3.
I am on number 3.
Yeah.
Right. My number 3 is 1996.
Okay.
But isn't.
It is a 12.
Oh.
It's 1 hour 46 minutes.
Oh, you've got a different cut.
Yeah, I was about to
It's a
say.
different
That would be embarrassing.
It's a 6.4 on IMDb.
Okay. Can I have a guess?
Yeah.
Is it about a meteorite?
No.
Okay. I was just trying to think what came out about
Wasn't
then.
I can give you some
Because-
taglines. The taglines are
Please
good. on this
do. Please
Yeah.
do.
one. The tagline is Friday, December the 13th. Or, because there are others I like, is when there's multiple ones.
Are these just self-created though? Sometimes
No,
I feel like
so
they're not
I think they're
practically
different
used.
based.
Got by math.
Yeah, no, yeah. People
that's one
like
of them.
math.
I would say, so the...
Hang on, you didn't say the second tagline.
yeah, I think the second taglines might give too much away.
Do
so
it.
I'll come
There
back
you
to
got to
Do
do
it.
it. No, you got to do it. You can't.
The president's name is President James Dale.
So fictional.
And later on,
I'm guessing, by the way. I don't know all the presidents.
I
Tom.
don't either.
there isn't one called James Dale. There is a second president in this movie who is President Taffy Dale, because for some reason in this film the president passes
Hold on,
on
this
to
if
someone's
it's Taffy, then
daughter.
you're in scary movie territory. Aren't
No.
you? Isn't that? I swear that is.
Get your second tagline. You can't. You've mentioned it.
I will tell you
Is
that the
Taffy like a comedy character?
Yeah.
the-
What's the genre?
good. I didn't do comedy sci-fi.
Okay.
The main actor and the director of this film both worked together in Batman.
Which one?
Batman.
Okay.
Uh,
So Michael Keaton.
no.
Isn't that Batman?
If I give you red and green skeletons appear a lot in this movie. And I will also say ack, ack, ack.
Is it Mars Attacks?
It is Mars
There we
Attacks.
go.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen it.
So it's Tim Burton and Jack Nicholson plays
I've seen
the
bits
president.
of it. Okay, fine.
And it's just really funny. The cast, by the way, also amazing cast. Christine Applegate, Jack Black, Pam Grier, Natalie Portman, Michael J. Fox, Martin Short, Danny DeVito, Glenn Close, and Annette Bening, Sarah Jessica Parker, Pierce Brosnan, and Jack Nicholson as the president. Tim Burton directed.
Nice.
Have you seen it?
I've never seen it. No.
Have you seen it?
I have, but I cannot remember enough about it except for them being ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's sort of got a...
As if they come down and they're
It's
useless.
got a 60s vibe. It's got a 60s vibe. They're not useless. They come down, everyone thinks they're going to be friendly, and then they attack. That's why it's Mars
I might have
Attacks.
seen this. I might have seen
They've got giant brains.
Yeah.
You've got Sarah Jessica Parker and her pet dog get their heads switched during the movie.
it. Not seen it.
No, I couldn't remember that bit.
Really?
Go on.
Okay, so I can't... If
That would have been something memorable. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like a little chihuahua with Sarah Jessica Parker's head, and Sarah Jessica Parker's body's got a chihuahua's head.
See, I just
my
remember there
gosh.
being lots of them like parading around with the bulbous heads.
Yes, that's right. Ack, ack, ack. And there's a sort of beautiful woman that is sort of courting Martin Short's character, but her big hair is actually the spacesuit over the Martian's head.
Yeah, got you.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's just quite funny and stupid, and yeah, it's definitely worth watching. I
Is
really
he
enjoyed
in
it.
it quite a lot then? Is
Jack
the
Nicholson's
president
main character on it, and it basically he dies, and then for some reason the next president is his daughter, which is played by Natalie Portman. That's two Natalie Portman films in my list.
Oh, there you go.
She plays the president in one and the president's wife in the other. There you go.
There we go.
Mars Attacks. Go watch it.
Mars
Tim
Attacks.
Burton film. I'd forgotten that Tim Burton directed that.
Yeah,
actually.
I forgot that he did, to be
Yeah.
fair.
And that's your number 3.
That is my number 3. It's a
Okay.
really good film. It's good fun.
Okay.
Dom.
Is it me? Is
Yeah,
it me?
number
So it's my
3.
number 3. Right.
I love it when we do this. When we get too many overlaps, we all lose track of numbers and everything. And you think we find this bad? The people listening are like,
oh God, just keep going around.
They like fast forward to the recap at the end, and they're like, oh that's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
2017. I don't know if that's a 15 or an 18.
It's like an 18.
But yeah, 2 hours 21, 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Can I ask a question?
Say it again. 2
hours 21.
Okay.
When you look this up, are you looking this up on the UK version of IMDb when you look up these?
Oh, you got your VPN on.
No, I don't know.
They think you're from the States. I don't get.
I get them. To be fair,
I don't get that many of them. Okay.
Well, I suppose I'm on .com, but I suppose that
might make a difference.
Anyway.
Okay. Anywho, crime, thriller, adventure, action.
Right.
What year?
2017.
Oh no, see.
The president is played by Bruce Greenwood. Just give you.
Is he playing a fictional president?
He is indeed.
What's his president name?
I know the film.
Wow, that's right.
You just looked at your honourable mentions, didn't you?
Nope, I can tell you exactly who it is because I know who Bruce Greenwood is.
I do not. Matthew, who is Bruce Greenwood?
Can I ask, for example, I believe that someone else in this film is Taron Egerton.
Correct.
Good. Okay.
You believe?
And Rhys Ifans.
Not Rhys Ifans.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure he's not in it.
You sure he's not Rasputin?
No.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I know where you're at now.
Is he? No.
Yeah.
Are we in?
No, he's not that.
Are we in Kingsman?
Is it the Kingsman?
Yeah. Kingsman. The Golden Circle.
Yeah, the third one.
The second one.
No, it's the second one.
Ah, right. Sorry, I'm getting them confused.
You're on the third.
You're on
I
the
was on the
third
third
one.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, Rasputin.
Which wouldn't
So
have
Channing
Taron
Tatum.
Egerton, but
Channing
yeah.
Tatum,
Channing
yes.
Tatum. Right.
Halle Berry, Mark Strong, Colin Firth.
Elton John.
Elton John, yes. Best cameo.
That is the best. That is the best.
I'd forgotten he was in that.
I think I actually, do I prefer this one? I don't know. They're very close, but I know that the president is in this one where essentially Julianne Moore's character, Poppy, has kind of distributed all the kind of blue vein marijuana.
Blue, that was it. Let's try to remember the colour.
Across the world. And
so you can basically tell who's done drugs, right?
And also, you go through stages of you get paralysed, you can't speak, and then eventually you explode. But she has the antidote. But she goes to the president of the United States and goes, "I'll give you the antidote for loads of demands," and he just goes, "No, just let them all die." So he puts them in a football field, essentially, tied like high up in cages, and says, "No, I'm not gonna save them all."
Now.
And am I right? His like advisor is like, "No, you should really do this because she's taking drugs."
Yeah. She comes back in and she's blue. Yeah, she's got blue veins.
I forgot that they basically stack them up,
and that's
I'd forgotten that as well. I think I've only seen this once.
They put them in cages in the middle of American football.
You're making it sound
stadium.
Really dark for what is quite a light, fun film.
It's quite dark.
See, I can pick. This film I can pick up anywhere in just to watch like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like I can watch it. It's that sort. You're right. It's easy watching. And
that storyline sounds horrific.
I know. It does
when you say it like that.
Sounds a bit more like a Saw type, like.
True, yeah, but no. So essentially, yes, she just distributes this, but it's
all the way through, he's having problems with his girlfriend.
Yeah, who he met, who's like the princess of Sweden or something. Or
he meets at the end of the first one,
right? With the very inappropriate joke at the end of the first one.
Yeah,
right.
And then
he's like meeting her family and all this sort of stuff. Yeah,
absolutely. He's getting hints on how to speak to the royal family. And
is she Danish?
I feel like she's Scandinavian.
I think Swedish.
I think she's Swedish, but
okay. I thought there was some joke about Bluetooth or something about Bluetooth.
Ooh.
So the Bluetooth symbol is based on Danish runes for blue and tooth.
Yeah, he might be right now.
And I have a feeling that she's Danish. And if not, then I'm just misremembering.
That's
completely.
weird. Bluetooth comes up in Hotel Transylvania as well. But there you go.
Obviously, this one's based in America, and the previous one's based in London. But just as good as the first.
Don't they go to Glastonbury?
They do, because...
Oh, God. Yeah, right, I remember now.
Yeah.
That's highly inappropriate as well. There's a shot that they try to do, and you think, you could have just inferred it. You didn't need to show.
Yes.
Put something on his finger. And
okay.
It's just gross.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, it is.
Literally, It could just been seeing two people fumble and then they're like, all the trackers in place, but no.
But no, which is why there's an
Specifics,
argument between him and his girlfriend.
Yes, because he calls her.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Lovely
before.
stuff.
Right.
But yeah, there we go.
Right, Jeremy, is it your number, I don't know, 12?
Number 3.
What are we on?
Number
Right,
3.
Number 3. Come on, Jen.
Okay. 1989. PG.
1989.
Blimey.
1989.
Right.
Okay.
PG. 1 hour 30.
Is it comedy?
6.9. Adventure comedy sci-fi.
1989. That's quite... Keep going.
Okay, go on, yeah, go on.
Robert V. Barron plays this
Can I...
plays this real president.
Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Real pleasant. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Or a version of him, let's say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if is there a character called Rufus?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Dom.
Played by George Carlin.
Yeah, George Carlin.
You might know Alex Winter
Mm-hmm.
is one of the two main stars of this film, Dominic.
Whoa.
What?
Because together they are wild stallions.
What is that? Hang on. Have we not had this before? This film?
We might have done.
No, I think we had the second one.
Well, Wayne's World.
No.
Wild Stallions.
We've lost him. Genghis Khan's in
I
it
am.
as well.
I've got a list of all the other characters that are in it.
okay. Bill and Ted.
Excellent Adventure, I believe.
Excellent Adventure, correct.
Okay.
And it is which president?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Yes, I
Okay.
remember.
What number president is Abraham Lincoln then, Matthew?
What was Taft? 27. 24. 23.
You've got no idea. I could make that up.
Mm-hmm.
16th president until his
16th, really?
16th president of the United States from 1861 until his assassination in 1865.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and I've got a little quote that he says in the film. So for those of you who don't know, Bill and Ted want to be totally excellent performers, and basically they have to go back through history and...
Aren't they about to flunk high school?
Oh, absolutely.
For something, they need to do a presentation on San Dimas.
Yeah, and this is the turning point, they believe. They believe this is the turning point that makes them better.
Something like that.
And Rufus comes and lends his telephone box, are we calling it?
Yeah, it is a telephone
Yeah.
It
box.
is a telephone box, yeah.
It is, yeah.
And so that they can travel through time, and they sort of muck it up, from what I remember. But they end up going to see many a people, as you say. Genghis Khan appears.
Socrates.
Yep, correct.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah,
I remember that
Napoleon.
one.
What's her name?
Because I always remember
Napoleon.
I always remember Napoleon in the bowling alley
Yes.
eating all of the ice cream.
Joan of Arc.
Is that that film?
Joan of Arc does loads of fitness and aerobic stuff.
Yeah. But he plays Abraham Lincoln, and he says, 407 minutes ago, we, your forefathers, were brought forth upon a most excellent adventure conceived by our new friends Bill and Ted. These two great gentlemen are dedicated to a proposition which was true in my time, just as it is true today. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Right, so I've got a question about this. So they're supposed to be doing like a speech, right, on a stage, as is the rest of the class.
Yeah, I think they're meant to have like overlays or something like that to make it more interesting.
I don't know.
But they
I'm
end
just
up
wondering-
going to the end. I feel like they have to do it to make enough credits to pass the year, is from what I
That's
can
right.
remember.
But I'm trying to work out why
And
they're
so
doing
not
it in an
everyone's doing
auditorium.
it.
No, they are, because there's a guy on it that doesn't know what to say at the end, and he says,
San Dimas football team rules.
like
No,
that, and
but
they all
I
go
think it's
nuts.
all. I think it's all
Okay.
the idiots that have to do it to get enough credits. Like
Oh.
none of the clever kids are doing it.
Oh, that
Oh,
does
It's
make
like
sense.
extra curriculum to get enough points.
And
Gotcha.
then they make the whole school watch.
Yeah, well, they have laser show and everything, don't they?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good choice. I did like that.
I remember bits of that
But
film.
more iconic than Abraham Lincoln. You're not going to get there,
Yeah.
really.
Very true.
No, I really
And he plays the guitar.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. I think the bass guitar, but there we go. Somebody can prove me wrong.
And that's your number 3.
That's my number 3.
So
Nice.
okay. Yes. Got you.
My number 2?
I think so. Unless this is one of the ones that you're mixing with
No,
Jen.
Matthew's going to talk about my number 2 at the same time as me.
I will. I'll talk about Jeremy's number 2. So my number 2, 1999. It's a 12, 1 hour 35 minutes, 6.7 on IMDb. All of my films happen to be like 6.5, 6.6,
Mine are
6.7 this
mine
week
are
as
all
well.
around 7, which I found fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, so this is action, adventure, comedy, crime.
Ooh, okay.
Dominic, we're looking at you now.
What year, sorry?
1999. It got a Best Oscar nomination for Best Makeup.
Oh, classic.
Best makeup.
I'll give you a tagline. First he fought for the crown, now he's fighting for the family jewels.
So it's comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say.
I said comedy crime.
Oh, I didn't hear the comedy bit.
The president is played by Tim Robbins. And he's not in it for much. Like he's not in it very much.
I
at all.
feel like this is like it's a comedy.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it John Goodman?
No.
No, I thought it was King Ralph or something like that.
What's
No.
the tagline again?
Because they say
a
Crown
few.
Jewels, so it's got to be something. It's got to be Austin Powers.
It is Austin Powers. Which one?
There we go. Spy Who Shagged Me.
Spy Who Shagged Me. Yes.
Oh, that's the disgusting behaviour.
It's the actual title. I
Is
quite
that the
like
first one.
It's the second one. So it's one with Heather Graham. He has his mojo stolen by Dr. Evil
Oh, yeah, okay.
back in 1969. So he has to go back in time as well. It was the introduction of little Mini-Me, and Rob Lowe plays number two.
Yeah.
It had
Will Ferrell's in it.
Will Ferrell's in this first one as well. He plays the same character.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when he's hurt himself.
Strangely, yeah. He's fallen into the pit. He's fallen off a cliff in this one.
Does he go into the laser pit in this?
No,
one?
in this one he falls off a cliff. He gets knocked off a
Okay.
cliff. And he says, "I'm going to try and stand up on my leg."
Yeah, yeah.
So I quite like some of the other taglines. So the British Empire Strikes Back was one of the taglines.
good,
I
yeah,
liked.
because it's the second one.
And 00 Behave,
Oh, good call.
which I quite like as well. You got Liv Hurley in it. The character names, by the way, we could have had. because
Oh
this
yeah,
is
we
really-
came up with these though
There's
the other day, didn't
Ivana
we?
Humpalot
Yeah.
and Robin Swallows. And there's, I think one of the scenes that I do remember is where he's giving Heather Graham a back rub, and he says, he goes, "How's this baby?" And she says, "Lower."
How's this baby?
Yeah, I remember that. It's never not going to be funny to me like that one.
I remember that one, yeah.
But yeah, I just really enjoyed. Oh, and it's also got Fat B.
I thought he's in the third one.
He's in the second one as well. This is where he's introduced. So I sort
He's
of feel
probably my
that
favourite character.
Yeah,
some
because
reason-
he wants to eat Vernon Troy.
yeah, he wants to eat
Bring
me.
me my back ribs.
And in this one, he
Chitty.
sleeps with Heather Graham, which
I
Austin Powers
eat because I'm
says.
unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's it.
So I see. Strangely, this would not be the one of the three that I would normally go to watch. But when I started reading about it more, I was like, "Oh my god, this is a good
Would
one.
I
This is a
still
really
find
good
these
one."
funny? Is
Yeah.
what I ask myself.
Dunno.
Now.
Is it
I
a
think I
gold
would.
member, third one? And that's with Beyonce, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Foxy Cleopatra. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So yeah, that one's my number two. I really
The
enjoyed the
names.
film. I know.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Foxy Cleopatra. Yeah. Oh, what's
So Tim Robbins plays.
the president?
He's
So-
not a specific.
No,
president.
I think Doctor
What
Evil
scene
is.
it? Yeah.
This is where they go to the moon in this one, and I think Doctor Evil has got Preparation H, which, if you've been to
Oh, yeah,
America,
that's
is a
right, yeah.
suppository.
Yeah.
Isn't it a hemorrhoid cream?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So they're trying to threaten by wanting, and in this joke in this one is he's the ransom is $1 billion,
Yeah.
which in 1969 was a ridiculous amount of money. So they were
Yeah, they're
laughing. So it's the
laughing
other way
at him, yeah.
around than the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tim Robbins plays the president at that point.
This one also has one of my favourite songs out of Burt Bacharach and
It does.
Elvis Costello.
That's right.
There you
When
go.
they're in Swing in London, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think they're on a piano on the.
They are
Oh, yeah,
just outside
somewhere in London.
Carnaby
Yeah.
Street or something.
Oh, good God.
There you
Good
go.
choice.
My
good
number
choice.
2, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Disgusting language. Good job we got the explicit ticked.
So it's my number 2.
Correct.
Okay, just go. 2013, 18,
Right.
1 hour 59, 6.5 out of 10. Action thriller.
Action thriller.
Course,
Action
of
thriller.
course. No crime.
Well, I think there is, but it's not.
Bit of crime. It's not a main bit of it.
Action crime.
It's all
thriller.
crime.
But
It's
I'll
all
tell you
crime.
what, I'll vary it this week. I'll just say 2 of the 3.
It's not really crime.
I could give you. I'll give you who the president's
Real
played by.
president?
No, fictional.
Oh, fictional.
Yeah. The president is played by Aaron Eckhart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Two-Face.
I know what this is.
Go for it.
Is it one of the Fallens?
It is one of the Fallens.
Is it the first one?
Do you know what? I'm really annoyed.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was so...
It was this one or another one for him, and I don't think he's got the other one. So I reckon, is this Olympus Has Fallen?
It is Olympus Has Fallen.
Right.
By far the best one.
I'm so annoyed because
I didn't go with this either.
Why didn't I do it? Because you and the Fallens...
Yeah.
Just
to be fair,
hand.
this one's absolute.
Tell me the storyline, because I've watched this once.
Tell me the storyline that's different than the other Fallens.
I don't think there is.
Somewhere else.
It's not
It's
that.
different.
No, I don't think they are they? I don't think I've seen... Are there 3 Fallens?
Is Gerald Butler in this one?
Gerald Butler's in Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen. That's Gerald Butler. And then you've got a Channing Tatum one, which is a different one, isn't
Angel Has Fallen.
But I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay.
That's Los Angeles, isn't it? Angel Has Fallen.
I don't know if
Don't
that
know.
one is called.
Okay. Anyway.
Keep going. Tell us the story.
So is this the first
Oh,
one?
no, sorry. White House Down is the one with...
yeah,
Channing
that's what I
Tatum.
thought. I think there is a third Fallen, though.
Yes, White House Down was my guess for Dom, which is basically the same film.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Jamie Foxx as opposed to... Who's the president in...
Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron
Aaron
Eckhart.
Eckhart,
But Morgan
right.
Freeman's the one who does is the kind of the VP in this
Right.
film.
Oh, right. That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
He's the one
And
who
he's the president
talks
in the next
to...
one.
He is, you're right.
There we go.
Who's the president in the next one?
Morgan Freeman.
No, he's the VP still in the next one.
And
Because
he
Aaron
becomes
Eckhart is the
president.
next one.
Become president. as
Anyway.
Did we
Yeah.
just spoiler there?
Don't think so.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. Yeah, so pretty much just Gerald Butler's a Secret Service agent who gets who gets trapped in the White House in the wake of a terrorist attack.
Is there a
Essentially.
lockdown? So what happens? Is there a big lockdown, or do the terrorists lock it down?
So the terrorists get in, and then they take him into the bunker, essentially.
Mhm.
So he has to go different routes, and Morgan Freeman's sitting in.
Can I just
The
say, I'm
boardroom.
sitting here as you describe this, and Matthew's put in my head White House Down, which I can remember more, and everything you said also happens in White House Down.
Yeah, but this one was first.
Was this not one of those times where 2 of the same film was released? Because there's
Like
lots of
Deep
times,
Impact and
Armageddon.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure it was
No.
out around the same time.
I remember this one far more
Okay.
vividly first. just
I
'cause
do
it's
remember the
based
Gerald
in
Butler one.
Yeah, because it's based in the White House, and he has to go through all of the kind of not the pipes, like all the vents,
vents.
etc. like that. Yeah, so it's
Like a Die Hard.
and then he has to
Yeah.
set up, but it's him against essentially like 20 people, so he has to go in and he's in pitch black, and there's a lot of knife fights,
And we're
things
back
like
to
that.
the true professionals. There's 20 of them and one of him.
That's right.
And the
yeah.
one wins. He is he must be
Die
the
the
Hard.
bee's knees.
Yeah.
Die Hard, but getting out.
They're all, but yeah,
Die Hard
exactly.
in the White House.
Yeah,
And because Olympus is the other name for the White House, right?
that's what essentially.
Is that another name they have for it?
Yeah, House of the Gods. Yeah, all that.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah,
I'm
I've always
really
loved
annoyed that I
that
didn't go with my gut on
film.
that.
Always loved it.
I've tried to be obscure with Dominic's guess, and it's backfired massively because I know what his number 1 is. So I
do
haven't
know what
got
my
his.
number 1 is.
Right. Well, it's Jeremy's turn for number 2.
So we're
which
looking
is
at you, Dominic.
also my
because
number 4.
Matthew's got this as his number 4. This is my number 2. We're 2004, remember? 12A. Just agree with Matthew.
Mhm.
2 hours 4,
Mhm.
6.5 rating.
It stars someone that he's already mentioned today.
Who's mentioned?
Dominic.
Yes,
is
correct.
mentioned.
It's adventure sci-fi thriller. Now, sci-fi is an interesting one.
Action adventure sci-fi thriller.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yes.
I got two other tags as well.
Go on then, go for it.
Go on. You're gonna ruin this.
Yeah,
very
I'm not going to
quickly,
give it
aren't
just
you?
yet. I'm not going to give it that. Did Jeremy
There
do
are
some
2
reviews?
presidents in this film, even though Matthew couldn't remember this.
Both the presidents of the United States.
Yes.
Yep, and the first one is President Richard Blake, which is a fictional,
Mhm.
and then the second one is President Raymond Becker,
Also fictional.
also fictional.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't have another one, but yeah.
Now, to give you a clue, Raymond Becker was the VP,
Okay.
and then gets
Promoted.
Now, I can give you a little bit.
Because
Becker
The president
learns
dies.
that Blake's motorcade perished in the superstorm.
I've got a tagline.
go on.
This year, a sweater just won't do.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
It's not 2012 or anything, is it?
No, you're not miles away.
Day after
You've gone-
tomorrow.
Yes. Day after tomorrow is my number 4.
Now, first of all,
Yes,
what's a
don't
motorcade? Because I had to look that up. Do you know?
A motorcade. It's like like 5 or 6 cars going in a straight line.
Yeah, he's right. It's like the
Oh,
procession.
it's in
Yeah,
exactly.
President in the middle.
I had to look it up.
One's either
I was
side.
like, what the heck?
Yeah, I
I've got
don't know
no
that
idea.
either.
Mm.
Yeah. but basically, this is the funny thing, because the VP, he gets told very early on that Becca, by Dennis Quaid's character, which is what Matthew was alluding to about you having somebody else. He's Jack Hall.
Climatologist.
Yeah, he basically tells him this is all going to happen. And he's like, no chance. He's like, no, it's not going to happen or anything like that. But it does.
He's talking to Jake Gyllenhaal, is that one?
Jake Gyllenhaal is his son.
Who's in the middle of New York or whatever.
At school. I think he's on a school trip.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
so
he's in a library.
National Museum or something. He's in a library and museum or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is he just on the way? Is he just on the way to school? I tell you what he's doing. He's doing some Model United Nations.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah,
something like that.
And then basically this storm does happen, and they basically say everyone in the south get to Mexico. Mm-hmm. If you're in the north, just wrap up.
Yep.
They're like, it's too late. We've left this too late. You can't do it. And so what you're alluding to is these scenes where they get stuck in the library.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to they end up burning all the books to keep warm.
Because the baddie in this, if there is a baddie, is the snow and the cold, right?
Yeah.
And some wolves at some point.
There are wolves on the boat.
There are. But
the boat that glides into the middle of New York.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Because it's on
ice.
The ice. Drift, the water. Well, no, because there's a storm first before it hits.
Everything freezes really quickly, isn't that?
In the eye of the storm, it does. Because that's where you get the coldest temperature, because it's got no wind or anything else. Right. It's just killer. But the eye of the storm, I think, is like miles wide.
Yes.
Yeah. I really like this film. I didn't realise
Presidents in it. They're not really in it much. They're in it a little bit. If it's not really about the
But they play a big part because they talk about we mucked up and all that sort of thing. And that guy has to apologise at the end and says, we kind of got it wrong.
It's like so the tags were disaster movie survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember the CGI being quite terrifying at the time. Because 2004, I just remember it being, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Because while Gyllenhaal is in the library, Dennis Quaid falls into a mall, if I remember right.
I think he does.
I think his mate dies for him.
Or stays there or hurts his foot or something.
No, I feel like as they're trying to get out or something, he has to cut him free, almost like a cliffhanger or whatever.
Oh, cliffhanger.
He's like,
not as good as cliffhanger, Jen.
And you know what I mean? He cuts himself off so that he could live.
Yeah.
That's because he's trying to... Isn't he trying to travel like 300 miles or something to go see his son? It's somewhere... It's like a really long distance because he's in Washington DC, and he's trying to get to New York.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which is actually a really long distance.
Yeah, relative, yeah.
It is. If you're going to walk, it's a very long distance.
He doesn't walk all of it.
Does he? He walks a bit. He walks quite a lot of it.
He gets helicoptered
for a lot of it.
Yeah, for a lot of it.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's fine.
Chasing the freeze.
Yeah. Interesting bit here. I don't know if you know this, but I always remember in this film like people who are frozen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Frozen still completely sheet white.
Yeah.
And this just brought up in my memory. I don't know if you know, but they do find a lot of people frozen naked in when this happens in real life. And it's because apparently you get to a state of mind where you feel like you're burning up, and so people just take their clothes off as a natural response.
Which makes it worse. As well.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that the clothes just freeze off you.
No,
that's what I thought. I thought it's some sort of reaction.
So apparently there's a mental state that you get to when it's really, really cold.
Like a hypothermia type state.
Yeah, like where you end up, you're deluded and you end up taking all your clothes off, and that's why you do find a lot of people frozen naked. Not because other people have nicked their clothes or anything like that.
I genuinely thought it was because they were like dissolved, because some of the...
Dissolved?
Depends how old they are.
Like, why would it not dissolve your skin then?
Like Neanderthals? I don't know.
That's how we're different. We're not.
Oh yeah, we're just made waterproof. Yeah.
We're not man-made.
Right.
Nice.
We're on to the ones.
Number one. My number one. So neither of you have got my number one. Right.
How do you know?
Because you two have got the same number one, haven't you?
No.
You've got number one.
Oh,
maybe I will.
Wasn't it?
Right. So 2007.
Oh, 1 year off.
First film I thought of has a memorable president scene in it. So the president...
Real president?
No.
Okay.
You've got loads of fictional presidents.
Yeah.
He alluded to.
Yeah, to one.
Oh, I thought there'd be more than that. I think I've got 3 real presidents and 2 fictional.
Not sure.
Well, 3 fictional.
I'm not sure the one in Bill and Ted's actually real.
Abraham Lincoln is a real president.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's, but I'm just telling you that's a real president.
Okay, so let's go PG, 2 hours, 4 minutes, 6.5 IMDb. I told you they're all 6.5, 6.4. They're 6.
PG. That's not the interesting bit. Get going.
Yeah.
Okay, so globe-trotting adventure, action mystery thriller.
What year are we?
2007.
It's like around the world in 40 days or something.
Yeah. So
no, it's not.
No. What else shall I give you?
Globetrotter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will give you a scene that I'm pretty sure you'll both remember.
Okay.
Do they travel around taking into account time properly or not?
No.
Ah, for goodness sake.
No. It's one of your pet peeves.
Yeah, come on.
So the main characters end up, for some reason, on basically a really old stone wobble board that they have to balance at some point in this movie. I wrote down in my notes of why I like this movie. I wrote down why I like this movie because it feels like a light-hearted, fun version of Da Vinci Code.
Oh, National Treasure.
Which one?
The second one.
The second one.
Why the second one?
Because the president's not in the first one, but...
Oh, so you actually prefer the first one, but...
No, I like this one.
Aren't they making a new one?
I've
heard, David.
I love the first National Treasure. I'm not sure.
So
I bet Don can't get his wife to watch it, though.
No, Nick Cage.
Yeah, no.
Well,
she likes these. She actually likes these ones.
Interestingly, the President of the United States is played by Bruce Greenwood, which is why I knew the name so quickly.
Oh, so he always plays president.
He played a president. He plays the
three
president
times as well.
Yep.
In another film, yeah.
So yeah, he just has a presidential look about him. So in the movie, they basically, in this one, the reason I quite like it is because the first film has happened. They found the Knights Templar or what have you. They found all this money that they thought wasn't real. In this one,
I think I remember that one more.
They're doing a tour. Yes, so they're doing these tours with John Voight as his dad.
This isn't the one with the presidential
secret book
bench.
It's called
or whatever it is. The desk.
I think it might be. No, I think that's the first one.
Oh,
first one's
the first one doesn't have the president.
Independence,
yeah, that's right. And this one is called the Book of Secrets. So
I feel like I want to go back and watch these.
So
they are good.
Yeah. They basically, there's a rival treasure hunter played by Ed Harris who accuses the Gates family of having a relative who plotted to assassinate.
So it's basically
Abraham Lincoln.
A light-hearted rock as well.
Yeah. Well, it's got Nicolas Cage in it.
That's what I mean, Nicolas Cage.
So both of them. So he accused them of that. So they're then trying to prove that he wasn't in part of the plot to assassinate Lincoln. And in doing so, they need to prove something. I can't remember
why do they care?
Because they've been discredited. Okay. And it was their great-grandfather that first wanted to find the treasure in the previous one. I think they will lose the treasure if they don't.
Okay.
It's got Helen Mirren in it, I think, as his mum. But all the other characters are sort of there. Do you remember the bit in they go to Mount Rushmore? And in Mount Rushmore, they end up jumping into a hole and they're on this weird, like, teeter top.
I don't remember that bit. I think I can remember the first one.
I remember the bell and the glasses from the first one.
That's right. That's the first one.
So
this one, they go to the UK. They go to Buckingham Palace. They go to Paris in this one.
I can't remember this one.
All in 24 hours.
All really quickly, but they're also just a step ahead or just a step behind the other
that's like
person that's hunting for
why I order.
Yeah. And he meets the president. He wants to meet the president to ask him if he can get a look at this book because only the president can have a look at the Book of Secrets, is where the information he needs is, and it's hidden in the presidential library, so they can go find it without the president. And it's hidden somewhere in the presidential library. So he sort of basically kidnaps the president, and then the Secret Service go nuts while he talks to Bruce Greenwood. Great film. Oh
yeah, I want to go back and look at them. Is there 3 of them?
I think there's 2.
I'm definite that I think it's 2025.
I heard they're thinking about making a 3rd.
No, I swear they've released a teaser poster.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, but I would definitely go back and look at those.
I think.
But that's
I can't remember it as much as the first.
But I'm not going to watch the second one without watching the first one.
Do watch the first one. They're good.
What is it? PG?
Good. PG? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I know what Dominic's number 1 is.
I do not.
I'll go through
my number
the
4.
Yeah,
I'll let you take the lead, Dom.
No, I'll go through the deets.
Yep.
1996.
Yep.
12. Did you come in?
That's what I said. Yeah.
2 hours 25.
Which is long.
7 hours. 7 out of 10.
7 hours.
7 hours is
7 hours,
long.
10 minutes.
7 out of 10.
Out of 10. Action, adventure, sci-fi. Yep, good. Okay.
all the same. All the same.
Can I ask a question? Has Jeremy already mentioned this film
What do you mean? Ever?
today?
I don't know. Have I? I don't think I
I
have.
don't think so.
Okay, keep going then.
What were you thinking?
Armageddon.
No.
No.
No. I could give you who plays the president.
Yeah, go on.
No. They're too obvious. Give him the president's name. Do you know it?
President Whitmore.
Thomas J. Whitmore.
Oh, I know that. Hang on, let me look at my honorable mentions. Go on, keep going.
And interestingly,
Sorry,
a relative of the person we've talked about a couple of times is in this film.
A relative of
Yes,
the person
and
we've spoken about a couple of times.
And you've
One of the
chosen-
actors we've chosen or spoken about already this
All right.
session. His
Okay.
brother plays a key part in this film.
Yes. Who you are a big fan on in one of the
films. Yeah.
Keep going. Go on.
One of the taglines.
Yep.
This might give it. Don't make plans for August. Don't make plans for August.
Why August?
And then
Summer.
one of the quotes.
Oh, he's almost there.
Yeah. One of the quotes I've got is, this is kind of a plain word. That's what I call a close encounter.
Is it an alien film?
I've got a quote. The
It is
president
based film,
says,
Yeah.
it says, "Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind."
Right. Now, I reckon I didn't pick this for a very good reason. Is this Independence Day?
It is.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why I didn't pick this?
Because you've already picked it.
No, because I think Bill Pullman is a complete drip of a president in this for some reason. I just think he's a bit dull.
Yeah.
But he's Bill Pullman.
He's
That's
Bill
that
Pullman,
is,
though, yeah.
I can't think of a
No, the
film
rest
where
of the
Bill
film-
Pullman isn't that.
Yeah,
That is very true.
Arachnophobia is a bit of a drip as well.
Yeah, but he's always that
Yeah.
person. He's sort of
What's the news
On
one
the
that he's
edge.
on? Is that a TV series? There's one who's in the news.
he's on the edge of being there, but never quite meets it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He's all right in Spaceballs.
No, he plays the same role. He plays the same role, doesn't he?
But it is a good film. It is a good film, and I was very close to putting this in my top 5.
I haven't seen, and obviously the sequel.
I have not seen the
I've
sequel.
not seen the sequel.
I've seen the sequel, and it is disappointing.
Is he in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Pullman is,
yeah,
isn't he?
he
Yeah.
is, yeah.
But Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum aren't.
No, the main.
Jeff
Goldblum.
Jeff
It's like
Goldblum make an
cameo or
appearance,
something.
but
He
Jeff
probably cameos.
Goldblum makes that film for me
Oh,
because he
that's-
pretty
it's
much
so
plays the
good.
same role as he does in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and that's why I picked it, because I watched it recently.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Jeff Goldblum playing
he's
classic
so-
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, just quirky.
Talking about the chaos theories and all that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. That
Just
is Jurassic Park.
Being
but
far too cool, basically. He's being slightly
Yeah, he's
cool,
good.
but also
the geeky
A little
cool.
bit-
And Randy
little bit-
Quaid is
little bit
berserk in
otherwise.
it as well.
Randy Quaid was
Randy
the person
Quaid is
we were
good.
talking
Yes.
about.
Randy Quaid is very good.
Yeah. Obviously brother of,
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
and
You've
he
mentioned
is
him.
the hero, if we're being honest.
he is. Towards the end. Yeah,
Because everyone thinks
the
he's a
psycho.
joke.
Yeah, well,
See,
he
it's
is.
Pete- well,
He
he
is
is
a
He
joke,
basically
isn't he?
plays the same role as he plays in National Lampoons.
Lampoons.
Yeah.
That's what you
Well,
mentioned.
basically,
him.
yeah, but don't forget he does have PTSD in this, which is why he's a bit of a
Oh yeah, I always
That's a-
forget
Yeah,
that.
true.
You're
Yeah.
right.
He's a veteran.
he's a
Has he been to
veteran.
Vietnam?
He's a veteran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got proper mental issues in this film, but it's still played on as comedy. Well, because it's Randy Quaid.
It's Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
playing Randy Quaid by the
Is
looks
Tom
of it.
Jones in this one?
No.
No, Tom Jones is in. He's in Mars Attacks.
He's in Mars
Attacks,
Attacks. Yeah, I was about to say you don't know your own films.
Who is in this one? Isn't there somebody?
Plays a
literally got-
cameo.
Yeah,
No, all I
Isn't
can
there a
remember
singer
is
in this?
there's that girl who like goes to welcome them in Independence Day, and she's like,
Oh,
"Oh,"
yes.
and then they beam at her straight directly.
think what
And
else
she
she's
used to be
in.
in a TV
She
series.
did.
is
Yeah.
she
what
in
it
Zoe
was.
Duncan, Jack and Jane?
Maybe, or
question.
Ally McBeal. I've got in my head, but there you
Something.
go. What a blast from the past.
I think it's Zoe Duncan.
I've
Jack
got
and Jane.
Gilmore Girls in my head, but I don't know which one it is. But yeah,
Okay,
Nice. Independence Day, great choice.
Yeah.
Will Smith is good in this as well.
he is good in that
He
film.
is very good in that one.
that's prime Will Smith.
That
Prime,
is.
yeah.
That is.
Cool.
Angry and funny.
Right, my turn.
Oh, no one's got your number one, right?
Number one.
Number 1, 2006.
Okay.
PG.
Okay.
1 hour 48.
Yeah.
6.5. I think that's a bit harsh.
2006. Is this a film that's in a series? of films?
Adventure, comedy, family, fantasy.
I reckon I know. I'm going to let you keep going.
In a series?
Well,
Yep.
How
it's
many?
a series of films. 3/4. 4 doesn't quite count. 3
I
does.
thought there was only 2/3.
Well, let's have a look. It might be the wrong series.
Oh, I'm a bit.
Why slash?
Well, because I'm not sure if there is or isn't a third one, basically.
Okay.
Well, I thought there was an animated 4th one.
Oh, you might. I've got no idea.
Does it?
Go on,
don't
Karen.
Only if we're talking about the same.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say.
talking about Matthew.
Yeah. Real president.
A real president. Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
He's one of 2 presidents with the same name.
What's it? Same surname?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Bush.
He is the 26th president.
Yep.
So he
Okay.
would have been just before
Taft.
Taft.
Okay, I think I know what movie it is. Go on, give Dom some more
Often
clues.
referred to as Teddy.
Mm-hmm. It's what Teddy Bear's named after.
Correct. In the film, you will also find Attila the Hun, Christopher Columbus, Octavius,
Dum Dum.
Akman Ra,
Very good.
Jedediah.
Yeah. There's. Hey, Dum Dum.
Hey, Dum Dum. Dum 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 Dum.
We will go. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Name
That's
the
the
film.
bit.
Roosevelt, yeah.
In the film.
With
Ricky Gervais.
Night at the Museum.
Ricky Gervais does
Night at
play
the
Dr.
Museum.
McPhee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Night at the
Dick
Museum.
Van Dyke.
Great.
Mickey
Mickey
Rooney,
Rooney.
Bill Cobbs. They're the 3 old
Bill
guys.
Cobbs was in Demolition Man, which I mentioned.
Yes,
earlier.
very
Yes.
good. Was. Teddy Roosevelt played by
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. What a legend.
Rami Malek's in the second one, or is he in this one as well?
No, he's
He's
in
in the
this one.
first one.
He's in this one.
He's in
He
all
appears
three.
in. Is there 3 of them? We're agreeing
Yeah,
there's
there's
3.
three.
There's 3 and an animated 4th.
Oh, there's there's a series as well. But
Oh, man. Oh, I can't remember which one's which then. There you
third
go.
one is the guy from.
Which one's Amy Adams in?
Second?
She's
Amelia
Earhart.
Earhart, yeah.
I think that's the second one.
Okay. And is the third one where they try and move them?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay,
I can't
no.
remember the second or third, but I definitely remember the first one, which is,
Yeah.
I assume, which one you're going with.
That's exactly the one I've gone for. So obviously, a newly recruited night security guard at the Museum of Natural History discovers that an ancient curse causes the animals and exhibits on display to come to life and wreak havoc.
In Night at the Museum.
In
Great
Night at the
film.
Museum.
That is good
yeah.
fun. That is good fun.
Sacagawea.
Oh,
As
well
well.
done. That was
Oh,
the name.
nice.
Nice. Sacagawea. Yeah.
Sacagawea.
Who helped Lewis and Clark.
And they think she's deaf, but it's because she
She's-
can't hear through the glass.
That's right. What was the monkey called? I can't remember what the monkey's called. Anyway.
Oh,
Buddy?
no, that's it.
No.
No.
You've got Owen Wilson, Steve Coogan.
Yeah, Owen Wilson doesn't appear much in this one. He's actually uncredited. If
He's Jedediah, isn't
yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Steve Coogan.
Steve
Steve
Coogan is
Coogan.
Octavius, yeah.
That's right.
so good that, yeah.
And
Is he, is he really uncredited?
Yeah, he's uncredited in that
He's
film.
got quite a big role, really.
He ties him to the train tracks.
And
they try and blow him up with fake
Doesn't
TNT.
he?
right.
Doesn't he help outside with
And
a
he helps
remote control car?
Yeah, he goes and gets with the T-Rex. He takes the T-Rex.
I'm remembering lots
Out
of
in the
stuff now.
snow.
Yeah, in the snow, because they're
Yeah.
trying to get back the cavemen.
No, well, they're actually trying to get back the tablet at that point.
Is that the second one?
Because Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah,
no,
I think you've confused the second one,
Oh, I
Matt.
can't remember
Dick
that.
Van
Because the
Dyke's gone
first
out.
one is Dick Van Dyke's stealing stuff because they've all retired,
That's right.
but they haven't got enough money, so they're the bad guys. I think Sacagawea is in the second one.
Secretary's first one.
She's definitely
For
the first
Because
one.
Is
she's the
she?
love interest
Teddy
of,
Roosevelt's love interest. Yeah, definitely.
And
Oh,
she
no,
gl-
I'm getting
she
confused.
glues him back together with wax.
Right, so the sad thing is that means that they're not different enough for us to actually remember.
All I know
Or
is
the
that
second and third one are not sort of...
Well, no, the first one's
Good enough to remember.
iconic
The
for me
first one's
because,
really good.
because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then, like, the dinosaur obviously starts it all off with you, and you're like,
That
what
is
the
cool.
heck?
Paul
And then,
Rudd's in that as well, isn't he?
Oh, he is. He's the,
He's the
boyfriend.
stepdad. or
He's the
whatever, yeah.
stepdad.
oh, blimey, that's in the beginning only, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, my
Loads
word.
of phones.
That's a good...
Yeah.
He what, sorry?
He's got loads of phones.
He
He's
does.
got like a utility belt of phones.
Dominic,
that's right.
That
I do
is
like
good
this film.
reference point.
like this film. But go ahead, yeah.
There's loads going on here. Great
yeah,
choice.
so I actually can't wait for, my kids to see this one.
We've watched all of them. We've watched all of them. In
Really?
my household,
Mm.
yeah. Including the animated one, which is why I was thinking about it.
I don't know. It probably has threatening behaviour is the one that always gets it up to a PG. Generally.
There's I think there's a tiny bit, there's like one rude word through a film. I think when it goes to a PG, you're allowed one expletive somewhere.
Whoa.
I can't remember when it is. And for some reason,
It's probably Ben Stiller going
because it's
mental.
Ben Stiller, for some reason I keep in my head I'm also imagining David Schwimmer doing the same role. I think it's because he plays a paleontologist in Friends.
Who would
With a monkey.
Who would work
With a
with the
capuchin
monkeys?
monkey.
Yeah, you're
I know,
right,
I
yeah.
think my head sort of blurs the two.
Okay, well there we are.
Nice.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Top 5's complete.
Do you want some honourable mentions?
Yeah, let's see if we haven't already mentioned half of them. Like I had White House Down, which is obviously
Annoyingly, that
mentioned.
White House Down was my guess for Dom. So
Oh, wait on that. Yeah, wait on that. So anybody else want to name any obscure ones or anything?
The one I had to take off was Fifth Element,
I had Fifth Element
because he's not the president of the United States.
Oh, is he not?
He's the president of the conglomerate of the worlds, essentially.
Oh,
So I had to take him off.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, good research then to check that.
Simpsons. Got good reference to the president in that one. And Don't Look Up, but she's technically that's
She's
when
president. She's president.
Meryl Streep
I've not seen it, but I know she's
and
president.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman. They reference.
Oh, yeah, I got that one down on my list as
I love
well.
that. That's a good film as well. But yeah.
Matthew?
Well, I did think of Love Actually with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
I also discovered Naked Gun 2.5 and Hot Shots Part 2.
Same guy.
Oh, is it
It's
the same
played
guy?
by the same guy.
Did they both play Ronald Reagan?
No, and there's a third film he plays it in as well, but I can't remember.
Okay. Is it because is it a lookalike basically? Is it a lookalike
Yeah,
of
I
Reagan
think,
or something?
Yeah.
I also thought of Pixels
That's who I thought Dominic was going for earlier on. Yeah.
with Kevin James.
Yeah. And
But I also had I would have chosen probably Oppenheimer, as that does have presidents in it.
It does. Yeah.
And the one that I didn't choose because I've not seen it, but it has so many people in it playing the presidents, is The Butler.
Never
So
seen
when
it.
I looked at The Butler, it's got countless people in it playing the president of the United States, because the main character, the butler, is the butler for all different presidents throughout recent history. And you've got Alan Rickman playing the president. You've got, I'm not going to even remember all the names. There's loads of them. It's worth. I really want to watch it.
Okay.
It's one of my films on my list.
Fair enough.
Jeremy?
yeah, well, you've kind of all mentioned the one honourable mention before I get into a little bit of a spin-off of it is George Clooney plays President Devlin in Spy Kids 3D.
Oh, he does. Well, he has that black
Does he?
square.
Yeah,
rectangle
but as I
over
said,
his
I haven't
eyes.
watched enough like historical. The only one I have seen was Darkest Hour.
Yeah, Darkest Hour, I remember.
and I've seen Selma as well, which had the president in it. But they don't quite make it. Forrest Gump was another one that's obviously up there as well. I've got my list of films I've seen but can't remember that have presidents.
Yep.
Air Force One.
Yeah, I remember it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Right.
Monuments Men.
Yeah.
Pelican Brief and Deep Impact. I know I've seen those films,
Monuments,
but I
man.
couldn't. I need to go back
Can't
and
remember
remember
the president or the films.
I can't remember enough of it.
Right, I have a cheat, which was my second thought, which is why I haven't mentioned it or mentioned
Hold on. I
I
reckon.
do have a
I
cheat.
reckon it. I'll wait till the end because I reckon it's what I guessed was
Yeah.
your guess.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I nearly went for it.
Also, could I have had Hamilton, the stage performance, because
No.
it's promoted as a
No.
film, which I haven't done.
No, it's more of a stage.
And Katie wants me to mention that the original Annie has the president in it, but
Apparently
the
does.
remake doesn't.
Okay.
There you go.
Real president? Or do you not? Like
No. They use the mayor of London rather than the president in the remake of Annie.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
So, Matthew, I think you're going to go for. I thought you were going to be clever. A president who's actually played the president or played himself. So you could have a Donald Trump cameo, was what I was guessing for you. There are 3 films.
There are 3 I've got as well that I
That
could have chosen.
with him in.
The first, my
Are you
first,
trumping it?
Oh, I've got
trumping
one
it.
of them.
My first thought was Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
That's the one that I do remember.
Him in the foyer,
And then I also remembered Little Rascals.
where he plays Waldo's dad.
Oh, does he?
He appears because
Is he? Oh, okay.
Waldo's ringing him in the what they call it, soapbox race, and says, "I just want to make you proud, Dad." And he goes, "Oh, you're the best son your money could buy," or something like that.
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
Gosh.
And the last
Zoolander?
Oh no, I didn't have that one. I put,
He's in Zoolander.
He
as
is.
well.
You're
I
right.
don't
He plays Trumpy in 2 weeks' notice as well.
Oh my word.
There
Yeah,
is-
fair enough. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of the Queen's Corgis. I thought he was in it, but it's not. It's someone
Playing him.
So they're playing a president.
I thought you were going to be clever, Matthew, and that's what I put down for your guesses.
I thought that was cheating, so I didn't really go for it, but I did think about it and I did consider it very initially.
It does feature a president of the United States.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I did look at all the films where a president appears.
Like Reagan, who was an actor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There are a few. There's not loads.
No.
Dominic, I thought you might pick something a bit more recent. And I thought after the jip I've been giving you, you might pick The Beekeeper because apparently that has a female president in it.
He won't remember you giving him chip.
No, because it's always
that's just run of the mill day.
His lists are always male orientated. So I thought maybe he's going to go, or apparently, and again, I haven't seen it, Killers of the Flower Moon, again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the reference in it.
I haven't seen that.
At what point I have.
No, but there you go. That's what I went for you, Dom. I should have gone with my gut and gone for The Fallens.
Well, I was going to go for The Fallens, and then I went for White House Down because I thought you'd go for one of those.
I put White House Down for you, Jem, just because
I do like it. I do like it as well. It just didn't quite make it.
And then I put Manchurian Candidate for you, Matt, because I had no idea.
I don't think I've seen Manchurian Candidate.
No, I don't think I have.
No. Denzel Washington, right?
I had Armageddon for Jeremy.
That is good.
That was close. I wasn't sure.
His appearance, though, if I remember rightly, is only to veto the...
it's too little.
He vetoes the parking tickets or whatever. He says, what do they want? And he says, can you get rid of parking tickets? Yeah.
Forever. Oh, they don't want to pay taxes.
They don't want to pay taxes ever.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. There we go.
Well, now we've done all the nitty gritty. We've done honourable mentions. We've done the main challenge. We've done all the bonuses. We talked about that. We need to do a summary.
Recap.
Matthew, you went first?
Yeah. Matt. So, top 5 films featuring the President of the United States. My number 5 was Jackie. Number 4 was The Day After Tomorrow. Number 3, Mars Attacks. Number 2, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And number 1, National Treasure, Book of Secrets.
Dominic, over to you.
Yeah, my 5. Number 5 was Vantage Point. Number 4 was Monsters vs. Aliens. Go watch it. Number 3 was Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Number 2 was Olympus Has Fallen. And my number 1 was Independence Day.
I'd watch all those, to be fair to Dom.
Apart from the 4th one. Because you
haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, but I would. Okay, my number 5 was The Greatest Game Ever Played. What was that? No, okay. No one wants to go for that joke. Okay, no, my number 5 was The Greatest Game Ever Played. My number 4 film was Independence Day. My number 3 was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. My number 2 film, The Day After Tomorrow. And my number 1 film is Night at the Museum.
Do you know what?
The first one.
Every time you both read through those lists, I was like, yeah, they're very you films. But when I'm trying to think of films for the honorable mention stuff, I'm thinking, no, who are they going to choose? I couldn't think of anything. When you reel off those lists, I'm like, yeah, those lists are really both you.
Yeah, Matthew's is always difficult because you're trying to think what he's done, and I should have probably kept more of a note of all the films he has done.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that list.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you're not going to share it with us now.
Absolutely not. We're now 115 in.
Okay.
There you go.
Well... So we want to hear from you, the listeners, as always. So if you want to get in touch with us, like those other people did, or if you want to see our blue tick people, then please do at Top 5 Films That. Has anyone got anything else they want to add?
No,
not for me.
Have a good week or so and watch some movies.
Oh,
yeah, it's a bit of kind advice there.
Well, we'll see them for the extra next week.
We will indeed.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a bye from me.
It's a bye from me.
Bye from Matthew.
Every time.